Hello everyone, welcome again to the channel. I'm Ken Digest and I'm coming live from our beautiful home. It's about 10 in the morning and I started my day by just slashing the compound because since I came home I realized the compound was a little bit shaggy. We have some cattle in the compound, however they don't eat anything apart from grass. They don't eat the unwanted weeds that are growing in the compound. Maybe if we could have had some goats, it could have been another case. But since we have only sheep and cattle, not really cattle only, but calves also. So the calves usually remain inside the compound. We don't take them outside. So they're the ones supposed to eat the overgrowing grass because cutting grass oftenly usually tiresome because also there's no people around. It's only my parents and my grandma. So there are only 3 people in the compound. So maintaining the compound it's a little bit hectic. So since I came home, today is the first day. So I just started by plucking. I started by plucking them out, uprooting them. But I realized that it was gonna be hectic because the unwanted trees, not really trees, but weeds that were growing are so many. And the slasher that I was having was straight, and I decided to cut them as if I was cutting a tree or a stem, but then realized it wasn't working to my favor. So I just returned to my initial posture and just continue slashing. And because also we are in the December period, the festive season, people are coming to the up country, moving from the cities to the villages. I figured out it was better to start by just keeping the compound clean. So whenever we have people in the compound will be so tidy without any wild animals that can be around. That include moles and and so on. So the compound should be neat, and I think this is one of the most important things to keep in mind, because once you have a very huge compound, especially for those that are aspiring to have a home. Personally, I'm also an aspiring individual, but here at home we still have where to sleep and a roof over our head. So for the people that are aspiring to have a home, form a family, build a nice home, a huge home, you also have to consider the maintenance, because if you have a very big compound, meaning you'll have to put a lot of work, a lot of effort in maintaining the compound. And as well, if you have a very big house, you have to put a lot of work in cleaning the house and also maintaining in terms of maybe painting and just doing the maintenance part of the house. So I was over here also just maintaining the compound, so that in order we receive any guest, any visitor, and also even children, they can have a place to play safely. And I know after this I'm supposed to just sweep the whole place and burn them, so that the compound can remain clear, free of uh, anything that can harm children while they are playing. Yes, so maintaining a home is the tedious part of it, apart from building, because once you've built a home, the next part is to maintain it. Just like having a car, once you've bought a car, the next step is maintaining the car so that it can really serve you well. Because if you don't maintain these homes, they will be shaggy, bushy, and you won't like to maybe stay around unless you maintain it so well. So I hope you liked the video. This is just the beginning of it. It was still early in the morning, so I know as we move on throughout the day, I'm gonna do some amazing activities. So I hope you like the video. For my new subscribers, I'm so happy for you guys for the support, and also for my returning subscribers, I'm so appreciative of you guys for always coming back to support the channel. Yes, so like the video. You can also leave a comment below. So I'm heading to my grandma's place. I was using this slasher, yes. So initially it was not straight. If you look at this point, this is the point where it was bending around somewhere here. Yeah, so I was just slashing this. We have some sheep, not goats as someone mentioned. So I'm just trying to remove the unwanted weeds growing. We want only grass. So we are removing such weeds because the cattle in the compound don't eat them. So they usually grow here. We always try to uproot them, but they always come back. So if you uproot them, they come back. So it's just for us to maintain the compound, because now it's the rainy season, so they are a little bit more. Yeah, so these are the sheep, not goat. Yeah, so for them they're only eating grass. They don't eat the weeds that we are removing. And even the cattle. Yeah, so I'm going to my grandma's place to get a slasher that is bent. This one isn't bent, so it's a little bit hard. I was trying to bend down in order to slash, but I'm not successful at it. Yeah, so I'm going to my grandma to pick up the slasher. This is my dad's slasher. So let me, you see this upper part of the compound is clean and only grass growing on it, but the one at the downer part, we have such unwanted weeds. So yeah, let me get in and ask. So this is my grandma's place. She's the only one in the house. She's always alone. We actually, apart from my parents and her, I'm the only one extra now. So let me just pick up the slash. It's usually behind the so let us check. That's my grandma over there. She's making a call. Yeah, so let us pick up the slasher, then we'll go. So this is the slasher I was talking about. This one is bent. If you look at them, the other one is straight, one is bent. So this one, the one I was using. So I've just gotten this one from my grandma. So we are heading down to continue with the slashing. Actually, my dad was the one who told me that there's an extra slash at the grandma's place. So let us go and continue. I was thinking of bending the one, the straight one, because my dad gave it to me. Then I realized maybe he straightened it for some other reason. So I said, let me just use it the way it is. But he was just passing. So that's where the gate is. It's dark. So this is where the gate is. So this is the main gate into the compound. So while he was passing through here, the road is at the downer part, so it's a straight corridor. Because I was on this side of the compound, he saw me and told me there's a better slasher. So I was on this side of the compound. So I think we are gonna continue. I think now I'm gonna slash a big portion because I was really struggling. Yeah, so stay tuned. I hope you like the video. And these are some of the few things we usually do while at home. So you always keep the compound clean, free from wild animals like snakes. Though there are no snakes around, but at least it makes them not even think of staying. Yeah, so I think we're gonna continue. I'm almost done. The only part that is remaining is on this side of the compound, which I think I'm gonna complete tomorrow. But the most important part that I wanted to complete was the front part, because it wasn't looking nice. And this is the compound. The compound is just we have some palm trees on the side. That one, you have this one. We have a couple of guava trees. My uncle used to have a lot, because we even cut some. There's one, this one. We cut two on this side because they were extending to the roof, and maintaining the roof was not easy, because guavas, as they fall, they rot. So we just cut two of them, and in front of the house we planted 4. I don't know why, but it seems like he really liked guava trees, because also at my grandfather also planted a few, but for him he planted like almost 7. Yeah, 7. So we cut 2, and now 5 are remaining. But they are usually nice. They usually give out nice smell, nice scent, especially in the morning. Leave alone the fruit, the guava tree alone. So these are some that haven't really ripe yet. And when we were young, we used to love them. And as people say, when we were kids, we used to love this one. That one, I'm gonna explain why. Because when we were kids, there were these guava trees here, but we really never liked climbing those and even eating them, because as far as I can remember, we were only on this tree, on this guava tree. We were like 5 years old, 6, 4, around that age. And this one was cut because of the electric pole. The electricity line is passing up there, so this branch was extending up, so we decided to cut it just to manage the growth. And this is how it looks like now. And the reason why I think we liked this tree is because of the guava. This one produced the sweetest guava in the compound. That's why I think when we were kids, we liked to play around here, climb the trees. We even have some guava tree in the as I've said, at my grandfather's compound. But I can remember we really liked playing here. Even the swings that children play with. I don't know how to, but I can explain. It's a rope, and you tie one rope at the tree, and then one down, then you can swing along with it. So this was the spot. Yeah, so this is his compound. It's quite big. And yeah, I think I'll manage by my own. In the next 2 to 3 days I'll be done, and even I will have burned such, because these are the weeds that I removed. Yes, so they're still lying around, but once I finish slashing, I'll collect them and burn them up. Yes, so let me take you to another tree, because there was a tree I planted, I think 2 months ago. Yes, 2 months ago, just in the compound, because I really liked the tree. Our compound is mainly jacaranda trees. If you look at these trees, most of them are jacaranda trees. And the tree that I planted, I don't really even know the name, but I'm just gonna show you the tree before I go and show you the one I planted. So the idea came from this one. This tree is quite big in trunk. It usually takes a longer time to mature, because It's a hardwood, and I really want our homestead to have bigger trees that have really lasted for some time, because through that, because trees tell stories. Yes. So this is the tree. It's quite huge, really huge. If you look at the stem, I can't even hug the whole stem. The whole stem is so big, and my dad was telling me this tree has really stayed here for long. So there was a smaller one I planted. So let me go and show you. I'm even surprised I'm still finding it there. I thought maybe the cattle would have eaten the branches by now, but they are still there. So let me go and show you. I just want to see how the leaves are falling. This is avocado tree. So because of the rain, the leaves are really falling because it's always windy most of the time. So yeah, whenever you have trees, the leaves have to fall, and you have to keep maintaining, keep cleaning the compound. So I haven't been around, but look at how our tree, this is the tree. I tried protecting it. Initially I thought maybe the cattle will eat it, but I'm seeing some branches are protruding outside and it hasn't been eaten yet. So I just want to remove these protective sticks that I placed, so that we can unveil it, reveal it, or reveal it. Yeah. So I have my spade over here. I'm just gonna remove some of the grasses. I'm seeing some of the grasses down here. Yes. So this is our plant here. I think I'm gonna leave it like this and see, because my dad has told me the cattle don't like it, so I'm gonna test, knowing that they don't like it. Yeah, so I'm so happy. It's really growing, really growing. I know by next year, a time like this, it will be a very full grown tree. Yeah, so because of the trees in the compound, I thought of planting another species of tree. I still don't know the name, but I know I'm gonna know it if I research. But I liked it from the way it grows. From the way it grows, because it really grows big with a big stem, and most of the trees in the compound have big stem, because most of them were planted in 1990s, 1991 and 2, because my dad tells me most of the things they were doing while they were still young. So that's why you see most of the trees are still in the compound. Most of them are jacaranda, with a few trees which is this type. So this tree, it's usually beautiful. It's a beautiful tree with some nice yellow flowers. Even the scent, it really has a very nice scent. Most butterflies, most bees, and even birds usually come because of the nectar. But also it has the bad side of it, which is it shades a lot. So each and every day you have to clean, because if you look around down below, you see some yellow flowers like that have already fallen down. And you know, the birds also contribute to that, because as they suck nectar, they make some fall. The majority is birds and maybe wind, but it's a very nice tree. It makes the compound smell a lot. We have a couple of them, like 5 of them in the no, 6. Yes, 6 of them. So when they are still young, they don't produce much flowers, but once they've matured and they are already grown like this one, it will start to shed a lot of leaves, mostly the yellow part of the tree. Yeah, but it's good. It's in the morning, it usually makes the compound smell nice, okay, throughout the day, because it makes as the compound becomes cool, like this one, it smells nicely. Yeah, so these are some of the cattle. I hope they won't eat our plant over here. Yeah, so I've just watered it. I'm gonna take these cans to where they belong. And also I'm coming for the spade. So these ones are the most important ones. These ones are the important ones. Yeah, so in my last video, I talked about the bricks that we made, and we have already, these are the ones that remained. We covered them with these yellow bags, but underneath them we have the plain sheets. Plain sheets are these materials over here, these ones. So these are the ones we use to make the pillars, the round pillars you see. So there were 3 of them. So once we finished making them, we didn't want to throw them away, so we decided, why not cover the bricks so that they don't get destroyed. Yes, if you look, the bricks are still in good shape, and they've been like this for the past 2 months. Yes, and you know, most people also use plain sheets for making the roof, especially if you're putting tiling, roof tiles, or you're putting the Decra. Yes, mostly recently people have started not using them. People tend to use there's this type of sheet. It looks like a dam coast. Yeah, so nowadays people use that material, but some few years back people used to put these. So they used to put the timber, then the plain sheet, and then the roofing tiles. So this one was to help for the leakage in case the tiles leak. But also the bad side of this, it's that it rots, because once the roof start leaking on the plain sheet, within some few months you'll see some part of the plain sheet rotting, and once it rots, the water will sink in and into the what do we call them, the boards, the ceiling boards. Yes, so the only bad side of it, the zoners, and also the reason why people started not using them, is because they rot. So people tend to use there's a materials like it looks. So this is the dam coast. Yes, so people tend to use this like material for the roofing nowadays. Yeah, so let us take our, let me just cover it because I'm seeing the rains are, it seems like it's gonna rain. So let me just cover it, take this spade to where it belongs. So this is our pillars. The plain sheet usually produce smooth pillars. So according to your measurements, you decide the thickness of the pillar and also the height, if you want them to go really high. So these are pillars. They are white ish in color because we use different types of soil. So for this one, the white one was the river, the sand for the river. So usually they turn out to be this color. And also we used that sand for the lintel. If you look at the lintel, it's also white. But if you look at the mortar is the space between the stones, it's reddish. So this one is not sand from the river. And the reason as to why we used that one specifically for the mortar and the white one for the pillars and the lintel is because when we'll be painting, we'll paint the pillars and the lintel white, but for the mortar we'll either paint it red or black. We haven't still decided, but the white color for the pillar and the lintel goes along with the white paint. Yeah, so it wasn't a decision that we sat down and maybe decided. It just came out like that. I think the people who are building did some calculation, because when you're building you have to have a plan in mind on how the house will look. So I think they didn't really sat us down to explain. For them, they were just building. So I think that was the reason. I think they had maybe some plan in mind. Yeah, so I think we've reached. I'm gonna just put them here. We have some couple of cans over here, so I'm gonna put them here. This one I can leave it somewhere here. Yes, so I know I've been slashing for the most part of the day, and I'm seeing also our flowers are really in a good shape, all the way to the other end. Yes, so I think with that I'll end my video. It's almost evening even. Yeah, it's almost evening, and I'm seeing this is orange. These one are orange. This one is palm tree, a type of palm tree. So I think I'm gonna end my video. For those that have watched, I'm so grateful for the support, and for my returning subscribers, I'm always grateful for you guys also. So I'm gonna just take this time to wish you well wherever you are. Take care of yourselves so that we can meet in my next video. Bye bye.